Hey guys, I am back with another video. Okay, this one is going to be for Sagittarius. All right, it is a general reading, but welcome, all right, to Casual Tarot. Again, it's a big world, Sagittarius. Okay, so it is general. Keep that in mind, and you do what you want. Okay, this is definitely not professional advice. Okay, but I'm going to pull out some oracle cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. Okay. Okay, I feel like, first of all, I feel like some of you are rushing, okay? You're rushing about something, but you don't need to rush, okay? And I also feel like some of you are doubting something that you should not be doubting, okay? And this is more about yourself, the second part, okay? The other part has to do with other people, is what I'm sensing, okay? Some of you are dealing with someone who's, well, what comes to mind is that they play dirty, is what I'm sensing. Okay, you need to be careful, and you really need to see them for who they are, okay, because I feel like you're a little blind to it for some of you, okay? So again, as I said before, I feel like some of you are rushing and you don't need to rush. You have the man holding the coin, and I feel like for some, this is something that has to do with either money, maybe even your home, but I feel like it has more to do with money, okay? Could be a coworker or even business for some of you, okay? It is general, all right? But I feel like this person is trying to do things that they really can't do, okay? So it's more like, more bark than bite type of thing, okay, is what I'm sensing. The thing is that I feel like this person really gets to you, okay? And I feel like you really need to like take a step back and see the situation for what it is. For others, I do feel like someone is messing with you, okay? And you're not seeing them for who they truly are, okay? If some of you do, okay, but some of you don't, okay? It's like you have a little idea, but you're like, you're questioning it, okay? And I feel like, you know, the flags, the red flags are there, okay? The signs are there, you know they are. So I feel like you kind of, you wish the person to be something else, okay? But deep inside, you know that's not the case, is what I'm sensing, okay? You do have the envy card upright, and this can come up when you're kind of, you need to see the things that you have, because she has plenty, okay, but yet she's still worried about what other people have. I feel like some of you are trying to build this life maybe with the wrong people, okay? And I feel like the universe is saying take a step back, look what's in front of you, Sagittarius, okay? Really appreciate what's in front of you, because the grass is not always greener on the other side, okay? And if you are getting red flags about something, then you need to really listen to that, okay? Because I feel like you know, okay? I feel like you know, but you're just, it's almost like you're trying to, you're just turning your cheek, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to reach some goal or some status, some level, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you don't really need to put that much effort in, because you're good, you know what I'm saying? But it's almost like you don't seem like you are, you know, you don't feel like you are yourself, you know what I'm saying? So your universe saying, you know, really take a look at everything you have accomplished, you know what I'm saying? You have the victory card upright. As I said before, some of you are dealing with someone that is messing around. Well, they think they have power, and maybe even you think they have more power than what they have. I feel like you're gonna come out on top. I feel like you know who this person is, and they've been probably doing it for a while. For others, I feel like there is something either material or like it's a material thing, but I still feel like it has to do with like maybe signing papers or something. Okay, and I feel like with that, it's gonna go your way with the victory card is what I'm sensing, but I feel like you almost have to like move in silent type of thing. Okay, like don't tell people what you're doing. Okay, because I feel like even though you'll end up on top, because I have no doubt in that. Okay, I just feel like why have extra obstacles if you don't need them, you know, unnecessary stress. So I feel like by you talking and saying things to people, that might create that. Not that it will stop you, but it will just make it harder, okay, for you, more stressful. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why, you know, take the flat land, you know what I'm saying? Don't take the freaking mountain if you don't need to, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. You have the high priestess use that intuition. I told you that before. Okay, some of you are really not looking at the red flags when it comes to this person. Okay, or maybe it's people in general for some of you, you know what I'm saying? That you just don't listen to your intuition. You kind of always thinking that, you know, like you're missing something, like what you're seeing is not true, or, you know, it's almost like you need to be validated or something, you know. It's like you don't believe your own intuition, you know what I'm saying? And you have good intuition with this high priestess. You do, you just don't listen to it, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm sensing is that you know damn well, and you do not listen to it. Okay, so practice that. Practice that, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of you have been in other situations where you wanted to kick yourself. Okay, because you did not listen to your gut. Okay, so remember that. Okay, and always protect yourself. Protect yourself from people, energy, even your own way of thinking. Okay. I just feel like you guys need to really look at your surroundings, look at your environment, and look at the people in it. Okay, use that good perception. You have perception coming up. Okay, but also look at the present. Look at the present. Like I said, some of you really need to see how far you've come and stop giving yourself such a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Yes, maybe you made mistakes. Maybe, you know, there's some things that you still need to learn. I mean, we all do. That's what life is about, right? Okay. But I feel like if you take a step back and really absorb everything and look at everything and take it for what it is, you'll be okay. And use that intuition. Like I said, I feel like you've been given signs, okay? And that gut is telling you something and you're not listening. You're not listening, okay? Community is your bottom card, okay? I feel like with some of you, it's like you have good people around you, okay? You do, okay? But I feel like it's almost like you go to the ones that kind of disappoint you. Happy family in reverse. You have caring connections in reverse, okay? But yet you have that celebration card. I feel like it's almost like you're going to the wrong people for the wrong things. So you have a good support system, but it's almost like you don't see it, and you're going to kind of other people that don't really have your best interests at heart, you know what I'm saying? So you need to really look around, Sagittarius. Who is really on your side? Who has always been there for you, you know? Look at the people that have done things intentionally and the people who have not done things intentionally, because sometimes when people do things, it's by mistake, it's not intentional, but we can take it as a betrayal, you know what I'm saying? But truly think, did they really mean that? You know what I'm saying? But also look at the ones that do things purposely, that you know that you can sense it, you know that there's something off, okay, that there was some type of ill intention, and yet you do not listen to it. So it's almost like you're going to the wrong people. Okay, you have the appreciation card is your top card in reverse. So I'm going to go back to that envy card. Really look around you. Really look around you, because I feel like you're very, I hate to say, a little closed-minded. Okay, you're limiting your vision, your thinking. Okay, if you notice, she is concentrating on that one rose, yet she has a whole bed of roses. Okay, are those roses? Yeah. Behind her. Okay, so yes, take in the little simple things, but also look around you, how much more you have. You know what I'm saying? Don't get focused on, one thing, one relationship, and be blind to the other people around you that are really good for you, okay? And don't get blinded by love, because I feel like some of you are maybe a little blinded by love. It's almost like you guys are good with one person, but then it's like everyone else, it's like you're not. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're only focused on that one person, yet there's good people around you. Don't get me wrong, there's other people that you need to deal with that ain't so good. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're kind of just focused on that one person when you have a lot more people around you that can bring you joy and, even advice. You know what I'm saying? You have the butterfly, beauty, transformation. Like I said, take everything in, not just one thing. Really see how far you've come, okay? Because you should be proud of yourself, okay? You don't need to worry about what other people think, what other people have, how other people do things, Do things your way, what's healthy and good for you, okay? But I feel like some of you really need to I don't really want to say appreciate, because it's not that you don't appreciate. I think that you don't see everything that people really try to do for you. It's almost like you're a little blind to it. Because maybe it's subtle things. I don't know, but I just feel like it's like you see certain things with certain people, but other people you don't see it. And yet those people are probably more loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's some disconnection with family, people close to you. Ton of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's time to start moving on. I feel like some of you some of you are kind of actually waking up a little, when it comes to people, okay? You're starting to see it, but others, I feel like you're kind of stuck in it a little, okay? Like I said, you have the Ten of Cups in reverse, okay? And you feel a little disconnected. You do, okay? You can sense that. But like I said, I feel like you're not seeing, I guess, how you contribute and what your beliefs and how you see things contributes to the disconnection. I feel like you kind of feel like it's all on the other people. But you have to take some responsibility, Sagittarius, okay? I also feel like I said before, I feel like some of you wanted to kick yourself before because you did not use your intuition. You have been in other situations where they were not good for you, the Devil in reverse. And I feel like you have learned from that. You have. It's just that you're not practicing it. You're not practicing it, okay? So I kind of feel like you're putting more obstacles in front of you that you shouldn't, okay? It's time to really move on from that way of thinking. Ten of Swords, which is another 10, another completion, another ending. All right. Remember what you learned, okay? Practice, okay? That's what makes us, be able to do it with ease, okay? It takes work. It does, okay? But I do feel like you have to work on your way of thinking, okay? And I feel like some of you are at that point where you're starting to see things differently, but you still kind of it's almost like you go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? You go back to the old way of thinking, and then you go back to the new way of thinking, back at I feel like you're going back and forth. I feel like it's more of an emotional thing that's making you do that, like that disconnection. It makes you kind of question yourself a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you get balance and really work on that, you won't feel that disconnection so much, okay? I think you will see the people for who they are, the ones that are really in your life, that probably been there for a while, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not really saying that you don't appreciate it, I'm just saying you don't see it as much as you should because your mind is a little, focused on other things, okay? I just feel like you need to clear your mind of some things in order to see it. Your judgment's a little clouded, okay? You do have the Six of Pentacles. So I want to go back to that man holding the coin. For some of you, there is something coming that you're going to need to sign some type of paper, okay? I feel like, again, you will come on top, but it's better that you stay quiet with whatever ideas that you're planning, whatever you're doing. And you have the Page of Swords, which is a messenger, okay? Like I said, you guys are definitely getting a message about something. But I feel like you can work through it, okay? This is about giving and receiving, it's a balance, but it can also represent, paperwork and stuff, and I'm sensing that. But I feel like there's someone that's going to try to put obstacles, and trying and doing are two different things. I feel like even if they put little bumps, it's nothing major that you can't get through. I just feel like if you express what you're doing, if you're telling people, if you're not being quiet about it, then they will use that and, put mountains if they can. Again, I don't really feel like it's going to stop you, but it's not going to make things easier. So you don't want things to, get out of control and cause more stress than it needs to. You know what I'm saying? I say needs to because, it is stressing when someone is, doing things that are making you need to make decisions and needing you to figure things out. That's not easy all the time. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are definitely receiving some message coming in that way. All right. But I also feel like it's almost like whatever is going on is going to bring you somewhere else, because I feel like this is also a new beginning for you. You're going to see things differently. It's almost like your mind is going to expand. As you see, she has all those light bulbs, she has the book, okay? But I also feel like even your creativity is going to expand. You're going to be like, you know what, I learned this and this and that, and I could do this and this and that. It's like I wouldn't have even thought of these things unless this happened. So sometimes things are supposed to happen to lead us somewhere else, is what I'm sensing with that, okay? So I feel like it's a good thing. Just don't, put yourself so much out there where, you're telling people your secrets and then they're making things a little harder for you, okay? But I feel like there's definitely a decision that is going your way very soon. Yeah, you guys have made a decision, some of you. You guys are ready to move on. You have the Two of Swords in reverse as your bottom card, okay? I feel like that's kind of what I felt with these light bulbs. It's like, you know what? I now know all this. I've, collected all this information. I'm going to move forward. I feel like it's a really good change. It just starts off a little, bumpy, okay? But I feel like, your mind is clearing, and, a lot of you are at a crossroads, but things are going to come together with that world. Like, you got another page, so Page of Pentacles. I feel like with this is more, I was talking about creativity. I feel like you guys are going to create more, and that's going to bring an opportunity in form of money. But also I feel like fulfillment, completion, even with the world. This is also a learning card, and like I said before, remember what you learn, Sagittarius, because you know things. You definitely know things, all right? You've been through some experience that have molded you to who you are. Nine of Wands, okay? So, embrace who you are now, okay? See how far you've come. This is also a completion card because it's a 9, all right? But she's, she did her duty. She's now at a point where she's going to move on to the next step, okay? I feel like that's what you guys should be doing. And also know that it takes time to grow. You got to really water your plants, feed them, to see them really blossom, okay? And that's what I'm sensing. For it to be solid with the Seven of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? I feel like some of you probably are waiting on a decision or a message for something. And with all these pages, I feel like well, even with the victory card, I feel like something is definitely going to go your way, and I feel like some of you are waiting on something, but I feel like that has to do more with a purchase of something. It's something you want, you know, maybe it's a car, maybe it's a house, maybe, you know, I just feel like it's a purchase, like you're waiting to purchase something. You're waiting on a decision, maybe to go ahead and do that, or a decision to go your way in some way that is going to lead you to purchase something, is what I'm sensing. But anyway, it's going to be something solid. Look at the roots, you know what I'm saying? He put his work into that, okay? He put sweat into that, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that it's solid, and that's what they're saying to do, okay? Seasonal harvest, see? Put the work in, okay? And you'll see it blossom. A lot of abundance coming your way. And I feel like, you know, a lot of you have put some work in, but it's like you're not giving yourself credit for some reason. Give love, like I said before. You have a good support system, okay? There's a lot of people around you that are really good, but it's time for you to also give that love, okay? I feel like you're kind of putting a block up. You know, maybe they pissed you off in some way, maybe they rubbed you the wrong way, maybe you just don't feel so connected as you used to, because I feel like there was maybe a good connection at some point, and maybe you need to kind of rediscover that connection again, okay? Yeah, healing. Practice healing. That may have a lot to do with it. Healing waters, okay? Practice forgiveness, okay? Because I feel like the people that I'm talking about are good for you. It's just that they might have done something, said something, or just rubbed you the wrong way that you don't like, and, you know, you kind of feel that disconnection. So maybe at some point you weren't on the same page, but I feel like now is the time to really get back on the same page, to really reconnect. Don't get me wrong. Don't be blind to the ones that don't have good intention, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? Just saying. For whoever can relate, you know what I'm talking about. Your hair is probably standing. All right. Anyway, fire, magic, see, creativity, that spark. Rediscover yourself, Sagittarius. Okay, you are a fire sign. Be very creative. What are you passionate about? Also, release. You know what I'm saying? Even got to write it down and put in that fire. Release. But put your projects into motion, into, you know, well, fruition. Into reality, okay? You are very creative. You're very smart, is what I'm sensing. Have more faith in yourself, but, you know, practice self-love, self-reflection, okay? Really work on yourself, even self-discovery, because I feel like some of you need that spark and really need to find your purpose, like creation. See what I'm talking about? Creation. That fire, your fire sign, okay, where is it? I can't find it. There it goes. Create, okay? Anyway, that is your reading, Sagittarius. I hope it helps in some way. Good luck, all right? And again, this channel is under construction. Just, you know, bear with me.